Hello everyone, you already know who it is. It's Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr. Nieves, coming back at you with another video. My topic today will be about habits and compounding. Basically, habits is what you do on a daily basis that compound over time. So whatever you're doing as you start your day, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're saying, whatever you're reading, whatever you're doing is building a habit, knowingly or unknowingly. That's why it's very crucial to take inventory of your day and really see what you're doing, how you're doing, and what you're saying, because all of those intricate things that you're doing on a daily basis are creating habits, and the longer you do them, the stronger they get. That's why they say you don't know the weight of a habit until you have to break the chains of them, or you don't feel the weight of the chain until you have to break it. So sometimes it's very hard to, for certain people, because they need to understand like the mindset that goes behind like the habit building and the attachment that you put to those things. Because sometimes, depending on the habit, depending the strength of it, it depends on how long you've been doing it, or how emotionally you are attached to it, or mentally you are attached to it, or your belief system around that certain habit. Just like brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth because you want clean and healthy gums, clean teeth. You do it every day, twice a day. You floss to get the food out of your teeth because you don't want no cavities. People who don't brush their teeth, they realize they get gum disease, or they get like bad odor, they have food buildup. It's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be very intentional what you're doing. So if you want to do something new, or you want to incorporate or establish a new way of living and being, just like people say, the New Year's resolution, stuff like that, they have to understand what it takes. Like, it's very healthy to establish goals and dreams, and to build up your life of accomplishments in all areas of your life, what you want for your life. But it takes an action plan and determination, the dedication and commitment and consistency, and those little small things that will lead up to that. Sometimes people think you have to take big leaps in order to become or obtain something new, but it really takes little steps every day consistently, and that's where the compounding happens, because you're unknowingly you're building up to it. Just like if you're studying every day, you're 1% better every day, or you're 5% better every day, and you're on top of the 5%ers of the world, like successful and wealthy people who choose to incorporate the healthy habits for their success, for their wealth, for their physical physique, for their mental fortitude, for their incredible speech patterns or speech vocabulary they would use, because it's something you have to incorporate, you have to do every day. Sometimes people give up because we've been programmed to have instant gratification, instant success. That's like what the social media try to put out there, what other people, in magazines and all this news outlet. They don't show you that overnight success is basically years of hard work, of dedication, of practicing, of delaying gratification. And that's when you have that breakthrough of just success and breakthroughs and blessings and things going your way and money rolling in. So it's like, that's why I was saying in my other video, you have to have fun in the journey, because overnight success is not an overnight success. It takes years, for you to develop that, depending on what it is, and success could be in many forms. You know what I'm saying? It could be something that you did for the day, or usually I like to take it as myself developing my own entrepreneurial self and my business as an asset, or just my mindset and just becoming an overall better me, the incredible me God created me to be or to become. Is I focus on executing my action plan per day. I focus on the day, and I focus like that. I focus on the day, and whatever I need to do for the day, I make sure I get that done. I don't worry about tomorrow, a week from now. Even though it's good to set it up long term, but as you set up that plan and you already have it on your calendar, you have it in motion, focus on winning every day. Because if you try to think, I gotta keep doing this every day, then you get discouraged. You feel like, I don't want to do that, and you kind of let excuses get in the way of your happiness, your truth, the life of your dreams, basically. So just always make sure that you are developing habits that are aligned with your goals, your dreams, your morals, and your values to help you catapult you into the person you ultimately see yourself becoming. You know what I'm saying? And habits, you can start just little, just one habit per day. And then you could be two new habits per day, just increments, little increments every day. So if you want to start a business, then you begin to more, influence your mind, your knowledge of what that takes, how that looks like, who you gotta talk to, what do you need, And for businesses, you always need you always want to follow and have people in your circle that resemble the success that you ultimately want to have, that they already have fruit on their tree, and you can go for them, because you wouldn't take advice for financial wealth from a broke person. You got what I'm saying? There's a lot of opinions that a lot of people give you, but real truth is fruit in the tree. You know what I'm saying? People who are really delaying gratification, really having savings accounts, really just, and sometimes people give up because you have to do the same thing every day, the same habit every day, the same thing every day. Sometimes that gets boring or tedious, or you don't want to do it. But it's that it brings out the dedication, that true commitment, that hunger, that burning desire that you're going to do whatever it takes for however long it's going to take for you to achieve your goals and dreams. And compounding is basically you keep adding, and you're building, and then it's like a giant river of blessings coming towards you. Just like some people, you might look at a penny like, oh, it's just a penny, but a penny every day. For a year, how many pennies is that? It's 365. That's basically $3.65 that you have made because you saved one penny. That's just one penny. So imagine everybody that's working. If you really take accountability of where your money is going, you can save at least $1 to $5 every paycheck. And then that's four paychecks in a month. That's 2 paychecks. Well, if you're getting paid bi-weekly, then that'll be $10 each week, or every 2 weeks. But there's 4 weeks in a month, and there's 52 weeks in a year. And then when you count it, you have a couple $100 saved. So imagine if you save $20 every week, just save it and don't even touch it at all, forget it even saved it, and move on. In a year time, you will have a lot of money saved up. It's just you really just gotta get away from society standard of what normacy is based on whatever. It's just like if society standard is like you have to, you eat McDonald's, that's like the thing. But you're like, I'm not gonna eat McDonald's because that's just fattening. That's just processed food. That's not good for your artery. That's not good for your skin. That's not good for your that's not even good for your mind or your energy. You know what I'm saying? So if you decide not to eat those things, then some people be like, oh, you're weird, why you don't eat McDonald's type of thing, but then you kind of be like, it depends how strong you are within yourself to be like, no, I'm upset, and then you could be like, that's just who I am, I'm just looking out for myself, or you can explain to them, to be like a blessing and inform people, like, listen, over time, this could give you heart attacks, this could clog your artery, this is not good for you, that's why you gotta be very conscious of the habits that you have, or, like your eating habits, your speech pattern habits, your hygiene habit, your dental hygiene habits, your mental habits, what you're reading, what you're listening to. A lot of people get caught up in social media, and it, next hours went by, and you're like, what did I do with my day? I'm wasting time. A lot of people, they make excuses, be like, oh, I'm tired from work. But I'm like, if you want a better life and not work for nobody else, then you have to start being very I gotta get this done now. You only have one life to live, so you might as well start now so you can begin to live the life that you want. You have to work up towards that, and it's an incredible feeling, that you get to change and grow and learn and discover who you truly are and what you're made of. God says we are vindicators, we are conquerors, we are warriors, we are winners, we are the head and not the tail, we are above and not beneath. We will lend and not borrow. Our cups overflow with God's blessings. So, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important to have God and, take inventory of, what you do on a daily basis so you can build that, and just have fun in the journey of building compounding. Ask your grandparents and their habits. You know what I'm saying? When it came to savings and, and having insurance and health insurance and all these things that you can invest in to really set yourself up and position yourself for success. Basically, is what I'm getting at. So, that's my topic, compounding and, and habits, and do not let nobody, discourage you or deter you from, beginning to understand what it takes for you to become successful, because the greater you become as a person, the better you become as a person, and the more wealth you have in your life, the greater blessing you could be to other people. You know, you really have to. It's not even, and don't ever feel guilty for it or feel like you're being selfish because you want to make sure that you're good. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna come rescue you. Nobody's gonna put money in your pocket. Nobody's gonna put clothes on your back. Nobody's gonna give you food to eat. Some people might. Don't get me wrong. Like, once in a blue, but like to take care of you per se or your future, nobody's gonna do that. You have to do that. You have to take accountability, regardless of anything, and take responsibility for your life. And sometimes people don't take responsibilities because it kind of reflects on who they are or makes them feel like low in their self-image or their self-esteem. But it's perfectly fine. You don't have to let that destroy you, make you feel less of a person. You should say it or realize it like this: like, now I realize ways to improve myself. It doesn't make me any less or more because I choose to grow. Everybody gets, you don't know what you don't know, and you can't grow into what you have not yet identified what you want to become, basically. But thank you so much for coming on my video. Comment, like, and subscribe. You already know, take the world by storm. I'm proud of you. I love you. We got this. It's simple. It's not nothing crazy. Let's come together, grow together, and be an incredible blessing to God's people, for ourselves, for others, and just to live the life of our dreams and change the world for the better. Until my next video, comment, like, and subscribe. Peace.